Hey guys, of course it's Lou here. So today we are talking about the big question: to post or not to post over the festive season holiday break. Now, this is a question that pops up every year. We are on the final countdown until many businesses and many people and holidays, and will go ahead and they'll take a couple of weeks off over Christmas. Now, as an online business owner or any business owner, even if you're not solely online, do you go ahead and schedule posts and emails and, continue with your content marketing, even though you are not in the office? So my plain answer to that is you do you, boo. There really is no specific answer, or there's no right or wrong answer, I guess, unless you've got something coming up straight after Christmas that you need to really warm your audience up for, and you're going into, I guess, a sales period. So what do I mean by that? So first and foremost, I personally won't be putting together any content marketing over that Christmas period. In fact, if anything, I'm going to be calling it early and, wishing people Merry Christmas probably a little bit earlier than what we had intended, a lot earlier than what some people are doing, simply because we are crazy town right now, making sure that we've got all of our client stuff done to be reviewed before they go ahead and knock off for their Christmas break. And what that means is that sometimes I do put other people's businesses before my own and make them a priority, just to make sure that everything runs quite smoothly. Is that how it should be? Oh, look, we can all have, that's probably a completely different topic. In the perfect world, I would have another person in my team that looks after that side of things, but you know what? Sometimes you just do what you can, right? So for us, we won't be contributing, but in saying that, it's not just this year because we've been quite busy. In the past, I have been known to take breaks from, content marketing, as we realign, as we've slightly tweaked our business, our services, as our niche, because for me, have such high levels of integrity. I want to make sure that the message that we've been putting out is in alignment with who it is that we're wanting to help. We're not just creating content for the sake of creating content. The world, believe it or not, actually continues to spin, even if you don't post on a day that you think you're going to, right? So in the past, for me, I'm not in the office, so therefore we don't create the content because I'm not there to reply. So if I send out an email saying, hey, let me know at the end, and people reply to that, and I'm not there to respond, customer service level on that is not great, right? If I'm asking in my messages to DM, to comment below, any of those like call to actions, and I'm not there to respond, again, it's really not great, right? It's not great for building trust, and it's just really not great for the longevity of the business. So for us, I go ahead and I take breaks throughout the year quite strategically and quite intentionally. However, the flip side of that is that maybe you've got an online business and you sell products, so therefore people can continue to purchase over that break, and you don't actually necessarily need to be there as much as what you are throughout the year. So you could respond to a customer service email here and there. Maybe, you've said everything will be posted out on this date. If you purchase today, it will be sent to you on the 7th of January. You've set that up and you've clearly communicated the expectation to your online customers. Then cool. You can go ahead and you can create a content marketing plan to continue ticking over that Christmas period, even when you're not there to respond, because you've set that up and you've got out of offices and you've communicated on your website and, everywhere that you're going to be out of the office and you'll respond on X amount of date. Now, the other reason why you might decide that you are going to continue a content plan, much like our clients, we work with a lot of service-based business clients, is because they are wanting, right now, they are heavily booked for the people, like they're booking themselves out quite heavily leading up into Christmas, completing appointments, making those final last minute sales. And they're really, I guess, tanking, I would call it, up until Christmas to get as much through the door as what they humanly can and help as many people if you're in a B2B service business. So what that could mean is that come January, they don't have a lot of clients booked in, or they've still got appointments available, or they're starting from scratch. They've made all of their sales if they're more in like a coaching type of business. So therefore they are, starting, and building momentum again once they come back from that holiday. So it could be that they are planning, some form of launch, post-holiday launch, to really pick that momentum back up where they ended the year or this year, and then, be able to run with it, get lots of engagement, help lots of people, and then launch into a sales period, to start the year off strong. So if that was the case, then again, you would go ahead and create a content marketing strategy because you're wanting to be able to drive that momentum. And if you've got a launch coming, say the first week back, which could be I think the 9th, it might be, of January, you would need to be putting some content out there by emails, social media, potentially paid ads, to make sure that you have hit the ground strong and that you have got people ready for that launch. I call them low-hanging fruit, ready and rocking to go, come launch day, and then moving into open cart day. So there's a few different reasons, right? And each person, as I said at the start of this, there is no right or wrong. It really comes down to intent and it comes down to strategy. If you're like me and you're going to take 2 weeks off because this is really the only time of year that my whole team and I get to take time off collectively, and you want to completely switch off, when I'm not working, I'm not working. So I don't want to create work for myself when I know I don't want to be in the online space. I'm wanting to have a digital detox and I'm wanting to really re-energize. I've got a big year plan next year, so I will be intentionally taking 2 weeks off and not creating a way that may encourage me to work. I don't need any encouragement. So therefore, we won't be putting out marketing, content marketing over that 2 weeks. I probably will continue sharing stories because I really like sharing stories. But if we've not got the intentional sales period coming the first week of January. Now, if you're in a product-based business and you can clearly communicate what the expectation is for your customer, maybe you've got a New Year sale, then that's cool. You go ahead and continue with your marketing strategy. Or if you're a service-based business and you've got a launch starting quite early in January, heading into a peak sales period, then yes, again, I would say that you would continue with your content marketing and, either make sure that you've scheduled half an hour here and there just to keep up with it, or have a team member keep their eyes open for you and then let you know if there's anything that you need to be aware of before everyone goes back to work. So that, I guess, is my top tip, my festive tip for the day, about whether to go ahead and to market or not to market over the 2-week break. But I'm curious to know what it is that you're going to be doing, whether you're going to be like me and you're going to intentionally not do anything, or whether you are going to, or you have created that content marketing plan and you're going to go with it. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what it is that you've got planned. And let me know if this has got you thinking about what you should be doing or could be doing. Because sometimes a lot of people, and I know myself when I was first in business, I thought I had to be posting all the time. And it took a lot of trial and error, let's call it, to get myself to break that pattern and to take breaks intentionally and strategically and realize that the show does go on and the world does go on if you don't post for a day or two. So let me know in the comments if this has made you rethink, your process and your intent, and if it has encouraged you to think a little bit differently about your marketing going into the festive season.